Hello there everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft how-to. Last time we looked at some ducks, so it's only normal that now we're gonna look at some boats. Well, first things first, you'll remember this duck probably, but you'll also notice the boat is back here. It is not really exactly the same building blocks as I did for the bridge, except for the boat itself. But it fits very well because this boat is also a very old fisherman boat. So this bridge is a very old dock and this boat is a very old boat. So they kind of fit, right? So from the design standpoint, this boat has a lot of old blocks like oxidized and weathered copper and very old spruce planks. And up here we have the different colors. Then the birch plank and the mangrove planks combined with netherrack as a divider of colors. So it doesn't look too boring, it's very pleasant to look at, and it still kind of functions like a boat. Of course it won't actually sail the 7 seas anymore, but it looks like it could, right? It looks like you could hop onto it and just start sailing. Like here we got like the, I guess it's like called a mast. I think it's called a mast, I'm not quite sure, I'm not familiar with boats. And made out of diorite wall and spruce fences and all of the leads which is connected to an invisible, I think I made armadillos. Oh, no, axolotls. Oh, I'm sorry. I hang a lot of axolotls for this one. They don't deserve this kind of fate. Sorry little guys. But you could use any invisible mob. If you don't know how to do that, I'll drop the command in the description, or at least the website where you can put them together. That's pretty much the entire boat. It's a very thin looking boat, I'll give you that. It doesn't look that wide at all. So it looks kind of funny if you look from over here. Looking at this thing at night, you'll notice that it's pretty well lit up. That might also be because of this gigantic beacon of light here. Let me remove that first. Hold on. Well, one beacon of light removed, and you notice that it's pretty well lit up. Like the boat itself is lit up enough because there's a lantern in the middle of it, somewhere over there. And the mast itself, yeah, well, you don't really need that to be lit up, so it's good enough. Then going to the next one, this one is more of a modern looking boat. I took inspiration from the boats you got in Greece, and more specifically in Samos, one of the islands in Greece. They got a very specific kind of boat, like a blue boat with a, well, mostly blue boat. Sometimes they also have like an orange roof, and I kind of like that. It's like it's something different. And I put this right next to the city dock, as this is some kind of boat you find at like a port or like a haven or whatever it's called. So yeah, this one fits perfectly well with this. You could add even more of those, and it would look pretty awesome. The boat itself is mostly made out of smooth quartz stairs, but there are also some split mangrove wood beneath it to separate some colors, and a warp stair to give the blue, and so it doesn't look as boring with just the white. Flooring is made out of polydeep slabs and some white carpet, but if you remove the carpet, it also works with the quartz stairs, but you can choose whatever you want. And iron trapdoors on top of the warped planks and warped stairs, so you still have that small little white lining on top of the blue. Using a slab will make it even thicker, which could work, but in my opinion the trapdoors do a way better job at the extra white lining. There are just a lot of like iron bars and chains and all of those little things, and those are all decorational. You can delete them or add even more. Like you could, for example, add some over here as well if you really like them. It's just very sad they don't connect together. If they connected on like a line, that would be so nice. But sadly enough, they don't do that, so we're left with some floating chains instead. You can enter the boat either by adding a plank and go, I think you could add plank over here. And then you just step into the boat and start driving or whatever you do with boats. Sailing, I guess. And once you're done, you can lay out your anchor. As you can see, the anchor is right here. There's no anchor attached at the bottom of the sea, but yes, you could add like an anvil. Is an anvil a good enough anchor? I really don't know anything about boats to do all this stuff. I don't know why you guys listen to me. Right, let's add a little anchor and forget that this ever happened. Oh, what? I didn't know anvils didn't care about water. What? How does that make sense? Huh. Okay, well, this anchor is very effective in a way that it even removes the water. Well, yeah. That's a very effective anchor indeed. So putting that aside, there's not really that much more to say about this boat. There's like small windows on top to let the light in. Got a little lantern. Yes, there's room for a chest. You can even put more stuff in here. So you have plenty of room to put your daily boat stuff in here. And this boat is a little bit wider than the last one. This thing looks more like it's capable of actually sailing the 7 seas. Looking at this bad boy at night, you'll notice that it's also very well lit up. Because this thing is not that big, as all of these boats are not that big. One lantern will suffice to lit up the entire build. So don't worry about lighting up everything. Just place one lantern somewhat in the middle of the boat and you're good to go. Then next up we got this dock. Alright, we're talking about the boats. Then next up we got the boat. And this boat is, well, just like this place where you only will go if you're rich and famous. You also have a very big speedboat, an almost comically big speedboat. But this is indeed a lovely speedboat. It's a very simple design, but it just works. You get enough seats for all of your friends. You even got the motor on the back that's attached to a wall. And you've got the famous kind of reddish speedboats that you'll see so often in movies and comics and whatever you're consuming. The red is achieved by mangrove and netherrack in the same way as the red was achieved from the first boat over there, but it is just a lot more than the previous one. And because this thing is so simple, I can't really say much more about it. You see what you get and you get what you see. There's really that much going on. Looking at this thing at night, you'll notice that this is a very dark boat indeed, but I don't think speedboats have lights. Maybe they do. I might need some help here. Do speedboats have lights? I don't think I ever seen a speedboat with a light. Only just like a small light, like in the back here, like a small little torch. I guess they sometimes have that. A light over here, and then that just looks silly. But it's a thing. If you want to add a light, then you can add a light to the boat. Then next up, we had that very old dock here. A very forgotten about dock, and therefore we also got a very old boat, just like the first one, but this one is a bigger boat. It's a more stern boat, I would almost say. It looks almost like a 18th century kind of fisherman boat, but it's well equipped. I can see there's still communication, maybe some other stuff that's going on here, and it's very sturdy indeed. This thing has been around for a long time and it's still gonna be there for a long time. This thing is entirely made out of jungle slabs and some other brown blocks, like the brown mushroom block, packed mud, and that's about it for the main blocks. Well, there's some trapdoors, but it's mostly jungle. There's also oak trapdoors, oak staircases, or oak things, a lot of oak. And a spruce trapdoor on top of these here, which are actually the sails, kind of, but like rolled up. You could also use the white banners and just let them go down. That's also an option, but this thing is parked, so we don't really need to have their sails rolled down. The mast itself, or whatever this thing is called, is entirely made out of jungle fence and jungle fence gates on the side to remove the bottom stump here on the other thingies. And on top of that there's spruce trapdoors which goes all the way across on both, except for the middle. Leave the middle open. Then looking at the front gate, we also have a nice little arc of mud which goes inside the living area, where you can have, well, you can actually have a lot of stuff here. If you're really creative, you can put a bed, you can put furnaces, a crafting table, more chests. You basically have all the room you need for maybe even a starting house. This could be your starting house. Yes, yes, indeed, this could be that. And again, looking at this thing at night, you'll notice that this is actually lit up more than the dock, because, well, maybe you want to live here, and maybe you also want to have some light in your boat because you're, well, awake and doing your stuff. Well, over here it's mostly there for traveling or trading. So this thing doesn't need light, as I said in the last video, but this thing probably will need light. And there you have it. I think this is the first time I combined like one build with the next build. If you like this kind of setup, maybe I'll try some other inspirational things and connect them up. So if you like this one, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!